My name is Mark Lloyd and I work for Monmouthshire County Council under the Rural Development Programme team for the Vale of Usk. We've funded a very interesting study based at a very remote, formerly a shepherd's hut near Abergavenny, which is totally off-grid. So we funded a study to look at providing power and heat to that building using renewable energy sources.
My name's Kath Larkins. Okay. I've been coming here since I was a child. My dad found the property years and years ago and decided that it was the sort of thing that other children and young people should be able to make use of, because he'd never really been able to get out into the countryside much as a child himself. So he had this passion for making it accessible to other people. So he was the head teacher of a school in Bristol. Okay. He got some grants, got permission off the Forestry Commission as it was then, and started the renovation work. And so I used to come here with him. I did things like paint his shutters and do all sorts of bits and pieces on it, as well as sort out problems when they went wrong. I came up here actually on Father's Day 2 years ago, which was also my dad's birthday. Bumped into Sue, who lives in the valley, and we started talking about the place and wanting to make something happen.
Sue Mabberley, and I've lived in the valley for 39 years now. And when we first came here, this building was used by Portway School in Bristol, who leased it from the then Forestry Commission and used it to give every child in the school the opportunity to come and stay in a very remote location, completely off-grid for a few days.
My name's Martin Jones. I've always walked a lot in these hills and walked past this building many times. And lately I've just thought, what a waste of a beautiful spot, beautiful building in fact, and it seems to be going to waste. So a group of us got together and decided to do something about it.
And I wrote a proposal to the community interest company that she was involved in. And then I've been part of the working group ever since, trying to make it happen.
I'm Ian Mabberley. I live just up the valley there at Nantabeth, and I've been here for about 25 years. We were aware that the doors had been broken, it had been vandalised. It was also a favourite resting place for a local farmer's sheep. And I was talking to the Natural Resources Wales manager about it. He was interested in doing something to make sure it was secure, that we could actually do something which would be a benefit to not just the community here, but to people from all around this area. We decided very early on in the process of working on Cae here that the last thing we wanted was a huge diesel generator, which is what they used to use to power the place.
I mean, the funding we had from Monmouthshire County Council and Leader was absolutely fantastic to kick-start the whole thing, because one of the critical issues, obviously, being off-grid, is that we've got to find a way of, okay, we don't want it to 5-star hotel standards, but we need to have basic facilities here, like a bit of heat and an ability to cook and that sort of thing. So doing it as we're hoping to with renewable energy, the renewable energy approach, as opposed to what was used before was a diesel generator, is obviously not the way to go, particularly now when we're also concerned about climate change and energy consumption.
The young people who we hope will be coming here will hopefully pick up the fact that you can actually run a building, you can have hot water, you can have lights, you can have electricity, without having oil, gas or whatever to power it.
As I walked up the hill coming up here today, I was reminded of when I was 16, which was almost the last time I stayed here. And I still go back in my head to those 3 days, because they were just perfect. And in a sea of utter chaos in my life, those were the days where I was here, it was sunny, I was walking on the hills, and everything was all right. And I want other children, no matter what chaos they're experiencing, to have moments like that they can keep with them for the rest of their lives.
Dean Partridge of Artega, and he did the survey, and he's produced us a wonderful report, which we now have on the Community Interest Company website, so it's available for everyone to see. And we've got a really good idea of cost and options that we could do here. So we've now got a list from a recognised authority on that subject, which we can take to funders and say, look, here we go, we've done this, we've done all the background work, we've got backing from people who've said, yeah, that's a great idea, we can do it.
To actually get that application in, get it approved, actually get the study done in quite a short turnaround time, which gives us a document that's really powerful. It's not just us thinking, oh, we want to put PV on. It's somebody who knows what they're talking about, has actually done a proper study, which not only is available for us, but of course on the website now it's available for anybody who's got an off-grid property like this to use as well.
And we can then start approaching funders, whoever they may be, private sector or public sector, and then depending on how that pans out, we'll finalise with NRW a lease and hopefully get going.
Seeing smoke come up out of the chimney, a sign that it's going to be used yet again, or hopefully yet again.
My vision is that children and young people will decide what they want to use it for, and we will, together as a community, try to make that happen.